The G20 Summit 2023, hosted by India, was a great success. Let's learn more about the G20 and what the success of this summit means to India. Who are the G20? The group of 20 or G20 comprises Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, the Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, the United Kingdom, the United States, and the European Union, along with the recently added African Union. G20 members currently account for more than 80% of world GDP, 75% of global trade, and 60% of the global population. The G20 was founded in 1999 after the Asian financial crisis. It started as a forum for central bank governors and finance ministers to discuss economic issues. The forum was established upon recognizing that such crises have a global impact on economies and need international cooperation for more effective management. The G20 was later upgraded to include heads of government, making it the main place for discussing global economic cooperation. At first, the G20 mainly concentrated on macroeconomic policies, but it has grown to cover topics like trade, climate change, sustainable development, energy, the environment, and fighting corruption. The G20 doesn't have a charter or a secretariat. The annual agenda is set by the current presidency and a supporting troika. Sherpas, the personal emissaries of the leaders of the member nations, lead the G20 process. The Sherpas oversee yearly negotiations, coordinating the G20's substantive work. The G20 work is divided into two tracks, the finance track and the Sherpa track. Within the two tracks, themed working groups include representatives from member and guest countries' ministries and various international organizations. The first G20 summit was held in 2008 in Washington, D.C. Since 2011, the G20 summit has been held once a year under the leadership of a rotating presidency. The 18th G20 summit, that is, the 2023 G20 summit, was held in New Delhi, India, from September 9 to 10, 2023. The theme of the summit was Vasudheiva Kutumbakam, One Earth, One Family, One Future. The summit was considered a success by many observers. The leaders were able to reach consensus on a number of important issues, achieving SDGs and climate change discussions. The summit's emphasis on climate change and sustainable development indicates the leading economies are taking these urgent global challenges seriously. Providing equitable access to healthcare. The summit's pledge towards equal access to COVID-19 vaccines and other health initiatives is a positive move in safeguarding the world from another pandemic. Reforming the global financial system. The pledge to creating a new global economy aims to balance economic growth with sustainability, recognizing the essential role of circular economy strategies and resource efficiency in promoting sustainable development. The interests of the Global South. With India having the presidency, and Indonesia and Brazil in the troika, the summit was able to highlight the interests and concerns of the Global South. The summit also saw the formal admission of the African Union to the G20, which is seen as a major step towards making the forum more representative of the world's diverse economies. The African Union's entry into the G20. Action Plan on Sustainable Development Goals. India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor. Global Biofuel Alliance. Green Development Pact. Fostering a digital ecosystem. Bridging the gender divide. And reform of multilateral development banks. So what does this success mean for India? The success of G20 Summit 2023 strengthened India's position as a global leader. It boosted India's economic and diplomatic ties with other countries. It helped promote India's vision for a more equitable and sustainable world. It showed that India is committed to multilateralism and working with other countries to address common challenges. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon. To learn more interesting facts, download the UnacademyX app.